the human system really is in a bad shape. And that happens in emergency care, where you require the modern medical assistance. Modern medicine is a necessity in emergency care. God forbid, if one of us is you can't say, I will do meditation and my bones will get set. No, you have to go for modern medical treatment. But the incidence of emergency is only 5% of the population. 95% of the illnesses are probably self-correcting. Most illnesses are what are called minor illness syndromes. These do not require any medicines whatsoever, and it requires a little rest, and it dies at its own time. Then there are what are called chronic incurable diseases, like cancer, for example. Nothing much can be done. You have to only do what Hippocrates wrote: cure rarely, comfort mostly, but console always. And that's what medicine does. And that could be achieved by a mind which is tranquil. How do you do that? Very simple. Mind is not in the brain. Mind is in every cell of the human body at its subatomic level. But there is a headquarters which manages the whole human system. That's called the human brain. All of you must be knowing that the human brain is a beautiful organ, but has two separate entities, the right brain and the left brain, connected by a number of axons, nearly 3 billion axons of an organ called corpus callosum. Now, for those people who understand the computers, let me tell you, the right brain is a parallel processor. The left brain is a serial processor. So the right brain is in touch with the whole universe. The left brain is I am. You know, it tells you, oh, you are B.M. Hegde. You must be something different from others. The left brain tells you. Left brain tells you, you must make money. The left brain tells you, you must cheat others. The left brain tells you, you sell a medicine and make money, come what may. But the right brain says, no, you are me. This mic is myself. Because the leptoquarks in this mic and leptoquarks in me are alike. And Hans-Peter Dior, who is a German, was quoting ancient Indian scripture to say how much the Indian rishis knew about the mind. He said, the mind is leptoquark is everywhere, and this I call as a duality in English, but the Indian sages called it as Advaita, and he quoted this beautiful stanza which says, Bahir antascha bhutanam. It's inside and outside. Charam acharamevacha. The leptoquark is so moving around the nucleus, but you still look solid. Sukshmavatet avijnayam. No scientist can see it. No scientist can see a leptoquark. No scientist has seen an electron. Of course, they have described it by different names and got Nobel Prize, but they have not seen it. Just as you and I have not seen God, they have not seen a leptoquark. But friends, the right brain always tells you, love others, help others. Because there is nobody called other. Dr. Sir P.I. Peter and B.M. Hegde are the same bundle of leptoquarks. So the minute I say, shall I do something for Peter? Do you know what happens to you? Your immune system gets a shot in its arm. Your CD4 T cells go up. These are the cells which go down when you have AIDS. Some speaker preceding me was saying AIDS is the biggest disease. I am sorry for most of people who think AIDS is the biggest disease. You would be surprised in India. I am talking of India. More children, our minister is here. I want him to take this message to the health minister, who is a doctor. More children in India die of NIDS and not AIDS. What is NIDS? Nutritional Immune Deficiency Syndrome. Not acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a world which is totally different from the outside world. We all had a wonderful lunch this afternoon. I was only looking at the menu and I was wondering, 840 million people in this world, mark my words, 840 million people in this world do not have 1 square meal a day. Can you believe that? 540 million in this world are malnourished. 57 million children in India today, 2007, are malnourished, vis-a-vis 42 million in the whole of African continent put together. You are not aware of that world, the world of the have-nots. The biggest cause of illness is food or the lack of it. And for some of us, the food, the more of it. So there are two kinds of illnesses. Illness of food deficiency, which affects a large majority, and the illness of excess food, which is called the new epidemic of obesity, overweight, cholesterol, and what have you. Let me remind you, my dear friends, there is enough in this world for man's need.
Thank you very much.
There is enough in this world for man's need. Did you say I must shut up? No. No, because I remember once my wife sent a chit when I was talking. And I didn't look at the chit. I just put it on the table and the chairman looked at it. Do you know what was written? KISS. K-I-S-S. So he was telling me after I finished my speech, your wife is so loving. Even here she has sent you a chit saying that she wants to kiss. I said, no. She said, keep it short, stupid. So friends, coming back to the concept of wellness, what you should be doing is just keep your mind absolutely filled with universal love. And very interesting thing about the human brain is, you know what are the greatest risk factors for disease? Not cholesterol and things like that. It is not what you eat that kills you. It is what eats you that kills you. Your negative thoughts. See this beautiful